I worked 25 summers in the crab plant in Mary's Harbour. After one summer the season was over, I had a call from the manager here, and he asked me would I like to come out to go to work in the kitchen and dining room because his cook got sick and she had to leave. Now he said, Daphne, I don't know, it could be only for a week or 2 weeks, we don't know, but I'll call you back at 6 o'clock. So I was all excited and got everything all ready, and 10 o'clock the phone rang. Daphne said, I want you to get on the ferry tomorrow morning and we're going to need you for the rest of the season. And now this is 12 summers and I'm still here. Well, I was told by my great-grandmother that her dad came over as a cabin boy. He hid away on a schooner and he jumped ship on Big Island out here. I still can't get back to find out who my great-great-grandmother was. I'm sure she was Inuit because we do know that we are Aboriginal people. Okay, so this is my great-grandmother. She was born here on Big Island, you see here in Battle Harbour. She lived to be 105 months. She had a rough life living out there, especially in the winter time. But I got a lot of my stories from my great-grandmother because I was like 17 years old when she passed away, and I spent a lot of time with my grandparents and my great-grandparents. Growing up here, you was never bored. There was lots of things to do. We didn't even know what the word bored meant. You had lots of chores to do at home, but also for not only for your family, you would do it for anybody that would need help. They would say, come in, I need you to make a bit of bread for me. I think I was 9 years old when I made my first lot of bread, and still making it today. Okay, so we got to bless our bread now. Do you bless your bread at home? Everything had to be made from scratch. We didn't have a cookbook, so you just judge it, because Mom said, well, you got to put in whatever, you know. So we would watch her Mom as she did her bread and all of her cakes. God, Father, Son, Holy Ghost, Amen, and I put the cross on it. Yes. So that was passed down from my great-grandmother, and I guess it was passed down to her from her mom, too. This came out of school, I'm not sure it was there in Battle Harbour, Maddie's Cove. Doesn't matter, because this is the kind of desk we had. And I started school here in Battle Harbour, and I was in grade kindergarten, and then it was my sister and Cyril. So you know Cyril, they work here with Trust too. And three of us sat in the desk like this. So when I come in here and see this desk, you know, just sitting, no chair, nothing, it's all just joined together. Very strong, of course, and you can see all the names that people scratched their name in it or their initials. So still some of them there today. We lived on the land in the sea because we had the wild ducks and the geese and seal meat. We had lots of fish and salmon, but that had to be salted too because we had no power, no deep freeze to keep our food frozen. We had lots of berries, and believe it or not, this place is really good for growing vegetables. I mean, people had their gardens here years ago. Just growing up here, not realizing how many plants, flowers on the island. There's a lot more than I thought it was here, and beautiful flowers. Oh my goodness, 5 o'clock. Most times get up and put some fire in because, sometimes it goes in overnight and it's kind of cold and you must get your shower, so you got to get the house warm up. When I get here, of course, first thing we got to do is come in and get the coffee pots and the kettle put on because the hot water got to get done, the hot pots got to get done and coffee pots on. Get ready for breakfast, set up the tables, and get all the food out for breakfast. This morning we got our smoked salmon tea biscuits. I like coming out talking to the guests because where I grew up here in Battle Harbour and tell them what went on here when I was growing up, and everything was done, and even getting like our firewood out there. Like I got winter pictures that I take when we come out, and so I go step by step and tell them, how we get out here. Okay, in the winter time, and we bring our firewood in here. We come out on snowmobiles like this. And you can see there's sometimes there's not very much snow on the hills, and some more times it's covered. So we bring it out in backs like this here. Yes, so that's when we came out. We had to, you know, after we got here and there, we had to come out. That's big, yeah, across the ship's wrong too, so we won't get out there. So we got to be careful. We got to pick our time to get out there. And usually, like when the men comes out and they'll check their ice, and they said, well, there's no sea on, so everybody tries to get in there one time. Bring out your firewood. If you got something heavy like a stove or fridge or something you want to bring it, it's much easier on snowmobile than what it is in boat.
So is there not much snow, or it just blows away?
Well, some years we have a lot of snow. So I was christened in this church. My grandmother was christened in this church, and my great-grandmother. So 8 years ago, my son had his little girl.
Churches are really special because God this is God's house.
She's the last one was christened in the church, so that's 8 years ago. And she's out here with me today.